Could have been anywhere in the YouTube world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Welcome back to House Zay Views. And on this installment, on this episode, this is just a quick prediction for AEW's upcoming pay-per-view called Full Gear. When I do tap into my wrestling bag, I try to catch AEW whenever I can. I'm not like a WWE bias, but when it comes to AEW, for me, I could get into it because the match quality is pretty good. There's no debate there when it comes to AEW. From the match they had with Daniel Bryan and Kenny Omega, for whenever the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros get into a match, AEW's match quality is always top notch. However, what I don't like about AEW is how the matches are built. When it comes to generally building up a match, they rarely tell stories. They probably have like random segments or random backstage segments, or maybe they'll have about 1 or 2 segments in the ring. And then besides that, it's just filled with random interviews from the rest of the talent. Mainly Excalibur giving his like 2 points of the match and how he feels was gonna go down. But that's mainly what happens whenever they build a story. There's nothing really concrete. And I mean, sometimes they really build a story, but they rarely do. But when it comes to the match quality is always top notch. So let's see what happens with this pay-per-view coming up. Going down this Saturday, AEW Full Gear. We're going to run down the card, and we're going to talk about our predictions, and we're going to see who we feel. We're going to see who we feel is going to win each match. So let's run down the card. So AEW has a pre-show, what they like to call the buy-in. This is what's going down on YouTube. We're going to have a tag team match. We have Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter going up against Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida. I feel like the babyface team of Hikaru and Thunder Rosa is going to get this win. Thunder Rosa has been on a mean winning streak. I think she only lost 1 match ever since she's been in AEW. And it's looking like she's going to be the one to take on Dr. Britt Baker soon for the Women's Championship. So for her to look strong, she's definitely going to get this win. And it's looking like that the face team of Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida is going to get this win over Nyla and Jamie. Now the main card is pretty action-packed. We got a lot of good matches going down. We have a one-on-one match between Darby Allin and MJF going down. The only thing I know about this match is the promo that MJF cut, talking about the 4 pillars of AEW, being him, Darby, Sammy, and Jungle Boy. You know, talking about them being the future of AEW. So MJF's like, for me to make my claim in a company, for me to be the face of the company, I gotta beat you. And Darby's pretty much been telling MJF, listen, man, I'm gonna break you down mentally, and I'm gonna break you down physically. So this match is looking to be a good match. Who I would pick to win this one, I feel like Darby needs this win. He had his match with CM Punk and took the loss to CM Punk. I don't know if Darby has had a high-profile match since then. Like I said, I'm spotty when it comes to following AEW, but I feel like that Darby's going to get this win over MJF. MJF, he wrestles so rarely, though, so maybe, you know, he needs this win, too. It's kind of up in the air. It's kind of a coin toss. Either one of them can win this match, but to be honest, I feel like Darby's going to take this one. So my pick for this match is the skateboarder himself, man, Darby Allin. He's going to take this one for sure. Next, we have a tag team match. We got Pac and Cody Rhodes going up against Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. These guys, I know they're going to tear the house down. Pac is another rare appearance in AEW. He rarely has matches, but with Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo, you know, still finding their footing in AEW, even though they've been there for a couple of months. You know, they're still trying to find their footing after, you know, leaving WWE and hopping over to AEW. And I feel like Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo could just take this win and go on their respective journeys as far as telling a story. I don't know why, but I feel like we're going to get a debut during this match. I don't know who, because I feel like whenever AEW has a big pay-per-view, they have a crazy debut when somebody makes a wild debut. So we'll see what happens. But my pick for this match is Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. Next, we get a match, like one of the matches that I'm looking forward to. That night, we have a 6-man tag, the Super Click, which is the team of the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, along with Adam Cole, taking on Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Christian. That's going to be an awesome 6-man tag. This past Wednesday on Dynamite, Bobby Fish did beat up Jungle Boy to soften him up for the Super Click. Adam Cole was presenting them to the Young Bucks as a mercenary, doing the dirty work for them, trying to soften them up. So we're going to see that story being told in this match. It is a street fight, so there's going to be no disqualifications. We're probably going to get a lot of run-ins from each person's respective friends. You know, Brandon Cutler might come through with the spray can. We don't know what's going to go down. But my pick for this, I'm a huge mark for the Super Click. Adam Cole is one of my favorites, been one of my favorites for the past couple of years. Young Bucks, you know, one of the greatest tag teams, in my opinion, of all time. Met them. There's some cool dudes. Pick for this match, for sure, man, the Super Click. Super kicks all over the ring. We're going to see a lot of good spots from each of these teams. But my pick for this match, for sure, the Super Click. Next, we get a 10-man tag between the Inner Circle, which is the team of Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and LAX, the team of Santana Ortiz. I'm so used to calling them LAX from the time in Impact. But they are going against the American Top Team, which is Dan Lambert, Junior Dos Santos, and I forgot the other guy's name. I'm sorry, excuse me. They're teaming up with the Men of the Year, which is Scorpio Sky and All Ego Ethan Page. And for this match, I mean, this past Wednesday on Dynamite, the Inner Circle got beaten down by American Top Team, having them look weak and have them looking beat up and battered. They had Dan Lambert do a top rope power bomb on Chris Jericho, putting Chris Jericho through the table. They even had Dan Lambert put the walls of Jericho on Chris Jericho himself, having him look a little weak. So I don't think that the Inner Circle are going to lose this match. And when as far as like gang warfare, whenever they have these big stable matches, Inner Circle always be looking strong. I don't know when they're going to decide to break this team up, to break this stable up. But I feel like that the Inner Circle is definitely going to take this L. My vote, my pick for sure, American Top Team. When it comes to whenever they mix the world of wrestling and MMA, it's very rare whenever they make the MMA guys look weak. They have to have some real overbooked, crazy nonsense for the MMA teams to ever look weak. So we're going to see what goes down with this match. But my pick for sure, American Top Team. Next, we have one of 3 championship matches. We have the AEW Tag Team Championships being defended when the Lucha Bros take on the AAA Tag Team Champions, FTR. The AEW tag titles are on the line. Oh, man, 2 good teams. I can't name 5 bad tag matches that these guys have had. Like, whenever they are in the ring with their respective opponents, they put on a show. FTR being very tactical, very old school with their tag team dynamic, with their own little twist. The way they be doing their little double teams, very strategic in their moveset. I always loved FTR matches, even back when they was in NXT as the Revival. The Lucha Bros with their lucha style. Whenever they have a tag team match, they tear the house down. This is another coin flipper for me. One of several coin flippers. Like, this could go either way. For some reason, I feel like FTR is going to win the AEW Tag Team Championships back. We're going to get our first time 2-time champions in AEW. My pick, man, my pick for this match is FTR. This match could go either way, but I'm just going to stick with my choice, even though I love the Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros be wildin'. But my pick for this match is FTR, and I'm going to just keep it at that. Next, we have a very highly anticipated match ever since we got their promo that they had on Rampage. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. 2 bare-knuckle, hard-hitting, grimy, gritty. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go hard on each other. It's going to be an awesome fight. I say fight even though this is scheduled as a regular one-on-one contest. They're going to scrap. I mean, I feel like personally, that promo that they cut was gassed up. Like, I know that everybody was saying like, oh, it was one of the best promos and it was a, promo of the year, this and that. I mean, yeah, they just said some underhanded things. CM Punk calling Eddie Kingston a bum and Eddie Kingston calling CM Punk a narcissist and stuff like that. Come on, guys. We've probably seen some harder promos in the past. I can't sit here and say that is one of my favorites or something that was that crazy. But I mean, I don't know. I just felt like that promo was extremely gas. But what's not going to be extremely gas is this match. This is going to be a hard-hitting slugfest. This is going to be a slobber knocker. Yo, I'm going to call it right now, yo. If JR calls this match on comment, because JR is a commentator for AEW, if he calls this match a slobber knocker, I am going to laugh my ass off. My pick for this match, man. My pick for this match is CM Punk. He hasn't lost a match yet ever since he made his triumphant comeback to not only AEW, but to the world of pro wrestling. And for him to take his first ever loss, even though it'll be good if Eddie Kingston ends up being the one to give CM Punk his first ever loss, maybe it'll humble Punk, and it could be a way to maybe write CM Punk off TV for a couple months on AEW, and they could bring him back later on. You know, it'll be good for Eddie Kingston if he does get this win. But my pick is CM Punk, man. I don't think that they're going to make Punk look weak this early. Not necessarily weak, but I don't think they're going to have him eat a loss this early. So, my pick for this match is CM Punk. Alright, so we also have the final match in the AEW World Championship Tournament Eliminator. It is the final contest. We have Bryan Danielson going against Miro, two former WWE guys who are doing their thing in AEW right now. I don't know who's going to win this one. Again, this is another one of those coin tosser matches that we have in a night. But whoever wins this will be the #1 contender to the world champion, and will probably be the first story that we get for whoever wins the world championship match later on in the night. My pick, damn, I want it to be Bryan Danielson. But for some reason, I feel like Miro's gonna shock us, yo. He's been having a really, really good run in AEW, and so has Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson is fairly new, but looking at this tournament bracket, it'll be a nice setup for Bryan Danielson to be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. But Miro, bro, after Miro's run that he had with the TNT Championship, I feel like this would be really, really good for Miro. I know it's going to be a good match regardless, but my pick, man, God's gift, man, Miro. Good luck to the boy Miro. Next, we have our second of 3 championship matches of the night. We have the women's title on the line with Dr. Britt Baker, D, taking on Tanarakanti. And in this match, for sure, Britt Baker. Nothing against Tanarakanti. She's on a roll in her run in AEW right now, having good tag team matches, having good singles competition matches. She's doing her thing. But right now, I feel like Britt Baker is the Roman Reigns of AEW when it comes to her title reign. I don't even know how long she's had the championship for like, how long has she had it? Like, has it been a year? Almost a year? Maybe a little past a year? I don't know. But she's looking real strong. I feel like she's gonna keep that belt for a very long time until they get maybe either Thunder Rosa or Ruby Soho to take the belt off of Dr. Britt Baker. But for this match, man, Tanarakanti and that $1 billion smile she got, Dr. Britt Baker, she a dentist. She gonna take care of all of that. We got, my pick for this match, the women's champion, Dr. Britt Baker, for sure, going to retain the women's championship. And then we get the main event of the night, the main event of the year, the main event ever since they started to tell this story back when they were going for the tag team titles. We have Kenny Omega, AEW World Champion Kenny Omega. The man has had a wonderful 2021, collecting a bunch of world championships. And with Don Callis as his side, his little, his little heel manager by his side, Kenny Omega been doing his thing. He's going against his former partner, former friend, Hangman Page, the man who's been built up to be the definitive babyface of AEW. Every time he pops up, he get a babyface pop. He took some time away from television for people to wonder where Hangman is. Where's Hangman? Where's Hangman? Oh man, that momentum has been huge. And I know that people, this is going either on other side as far as what wrestling fans are expecting to happen in this match. Like, some people think that Hangman Page is going to lose this match. Kenny Omega retains just to build up that heat. build up that heel heat, and then they're going to fight again somewhere later on down the line, and then Hangman Page is finally going to get his win back. But to be honest with you, right now is the time to make it happen, man. My pick for this is Hangman Page. I feel like we are going to get a brand new AEW World Champion in the face of Hangman Page, man. They're going to have a really, really good fight. I feel like they're going to go the distance. It's going to be the match of the night for sure, especially if we get that finish of Hangman winning the belt. If not, it's probably going to come to a real dirty, grimy finish. But my pick for this, man, let's give it to the boy Hangman Page. And I wish Hangman Page the best. New AEW World Champion Hangman Page on the way, you already know. So those are my picks for AEW's Full Gear. I promise I'll try my best to get a little bit more in tune, a little bit more in depth with the AEW product as far as the build up for these matches, to try to catch AEW and Rampage on a weekly basis. Just so when we get to the next pay-per-view, we'll be, more in tune with what's going on as far as the story build. AEW pretty much spread their pay-per-views out all over the place. They don't have as many pay-per-views as WWE. I want to say that they have anywhere between 4 to 5 pay-per-views a year. So after this one, I think we probably won't get another major event until January, February? I don't know. Not too sure. But I'm very happy with the card that they have built up for Full Gear. I know they're going to put on a good show. AEW always comes through with the good wrestling content as far as matches go down. They are bar none. They have been ever since they came through. So let's see what goes down on Saturday, man. Once again, this has been House Zay Views. Thank you so much for coming through. And if you can, like, share, subscribe, turn them notifications on. Engage. Peace out, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming through. Peace, peace, peace.